when you trying to do the Black Beauty Brands Challenge, but all your bundles is from China. You tried it!
You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with apologies.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jackie Aina, aka Jackie O. Today's video is going to be not the first time I've actually done a video like this. At the beginning of the year for like Valentine's Day, I did a makeup tutorial using all Black beauty brands. In light of what has been happening recently in the media, I know you guys see it, okay? The Black Lives Matter movement. How can I use my voice to contribute to that the best way that I know how? Being that this channel is beauty, to me it's just always been continuously uplifting and promoting and being very pro-Black, being very positively Black. A couple of people actually recently started doing an all Black makeup brands as a challenge, which I think is freaking genius. You guys have to check out Alyssa Forever and Alyssa Ashley, two gorgeous girls who also did this challenge. So I figured, okay, why not do the challenge again? But I'm not only challenging all of you guys, I'm actually challenging non-Black YouTubers to do the Black makeup brand challenge. And the reason why I'm asking that is because we use beauty brands that were originated and started from non-Black people all the time. So it just doesn't make sense that people shy away from beauty brands because they're Black owned, because apparently people only think that Black people can use Black beauty brands. That's not the case, okay? That's not the case. So hey, you know, switch it up. A challenge is called a challenge for a reason. Yeah, it is challenging. It definitely is. There are definitely gonna be some challenges, even for me. And I'm a chocolate girl myself. There's so many Black beauty brands that do create diverse shades of things. And there's actually a lot of brands that are popping right now that didn't know were Black owned, okay? And I'm gonna be using them in today's tutorial. Now I do get it. If you are not Black, you may not be able to find your foundation shades, but there's ways around that. Just skip the base, or come on camera with your base already set. Like, just think about it. If you saw a thumbnail of a white girl, or even like just a non-Black person in general, and the title said Black Makeup Brands Beauty Challenge, I'd watch it. I'd be like, what the hell is this girl talking about? Who she thinks she, you know, you gotta reel them in somehow with that clickbait. So I'm challenging all non-Black YouTubers to participate in this challenge. And I think it's really important that Black people are not just the only people supporting these brands, as well as these YouTubers. Some of these amazing brands should be just as mainstream as other brands. Just the same way I feel about YouTubers should be, Black YouTubers should be just as mainstream as all other YouTubers. But unfortunately, that's not the case, especially when your skin is a certain color. Let's be honest though, let's be honest. Let's look at the numbers. Check the receipts. Do I need to get the receipts? If you can slather on 100 different highlighters on your face or 100 different lipsticks, okay, I don't really see how far-fetched it is to ask someone who's not Black to support non-Black beauty brands. And if people do it, cool. If people don't do it, that's fine too. It's just a challenge. I'm just putting it out in the universe, okay? It's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna boycott your faves if they don't do it. I'm not. But I really don't feel like it hurts to ask. Like, it's just a fun idea. Who cares if they don't? If they do, that'd be awesome. I think it's really impressive that someone would take the initiative to say, hey, like, you guys are often overshadowed and overlooked. Like, I'm gonna use my voice to empower someone else that may not necessarily look like me. So that was a long enough intro. Tag your faves. Twitter is always the easiest way to, like, hey, we want you to participate in this challenge. Send them this video and just at them on Twitter. It's like the easiest way. Like, Twitter is like so easy to get your faves' attention. And it's not even necessarily just for the bigger YouTubers, the more mainstream YouTubers. Even if you don't really necessarily have a big following, I definitely think that you can participate too. It's not just for bigger mainstream YouTubers. It's pretty much for anyone who just is like, yo, there's some hot stuff that we're sleeping on, you know, like, let's get in there and support. There are a few things in this video, and I will call them out, that I either skipped because they weren't Black owned, or I instead opted for something that was minority owned, just to kind of like sub for sub. But I point that out in the video. And the last thing that I do want to say, sorry, I know this intro is long enough as it freaking is, but I just wanted to say thank you so much, everyone that supported and bought the e.l.f. Jackie Aina J Glow palette. Amen. Oh my God. I literally burst into tears when I found out the palette sold out in one day. I was not expecting that at all. And it was actually really crazy to me because I never got to come back to YouTube and officially like, the day that it launched, the day that it actually did launch, I didn't find that out until the day before. So I didn't get a chance to like plug in my camera, you know, and I was traveling at the time. So I didn't even really get to officially announce it to YouTube, and it's still sold out. just from word of mouth on Twitter and Snapchat and like Instagram. I don't know how y'all do it. I really don't, but it's insane. And again, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that supported the palette, tweeted about it, even if you couldn't necessarily get it, but you like supported the movement. Thank you so much. And I'm really enjoying all of you guys' looks that you've been tagging me on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm just getting my life because everybody's getting their palettes in the mail and it's really, really exciting. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get into this look. Subscribe on your way out if you aren't already. No, don't leave yet, but subscribe, but like still watch the video. Okay, enough rambling. I gotta go. Let's get started.
Stop and you don't stop and you don't stop.
So I'm starting off with this Invisible Oil Blackening Powder from Black Opal. This is one of the best, in my opinion, lower end drugstore primers for oily combination skin type. And it makes the skin feel really, really smooth and gives you a nice, soft base to work with. I wanted to do eyes first for this tutorial. So to prime, I'm just applying a pretty light layer of my foundation. Do you know how hard it is to find a good, like, deep crease color on my skin tone? That looks like my skin tone, girl. So this is from Color Rain. It's in the color Gingerbread. And I'm applying this in the outermost area of my crease as a transition color. I'm gonna take Side of Olives, which is also from Colored Rain. And this freaking shadow swatches like a dream. Check this out. Now I actually wet the brush before I applied, but oh. I'm gonna take a dark brown color. This is in the shade Chocolate, how appropriate. And I'm working that color on the outer V area of my eyes. Then using a liner brush in the color Forbidden, which is a dark emerald. This is actually kind of like a turquoise. I'm gonna be taking, no, just kidding. I like that color, but I think Unexpected is more along the lines of what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna be smudging that along my top lash line while mixing it in with the dark brown crease color. I'm using this green glitter from Lena Lashes. It's literally like lime green. It looks so bomb on top of this eyeshadow color. Just gonna pop that right there. I'm gonna take Champagne Life and pop that in my inner corner. I'm going to take Downtown and Champagne Life and pop them both on the inner corners of my eyes. And then I'm gonna pop on a falsie. This is called Dana from Lena Lashes. This is actually from the Sin City collection. I'm not sure if that collection still exists. Is the Dana Lash. I'm using one of my all-time favorite, not just black owned foundations, but foundations of all time. And it is the Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting. I have oily combination skin. I will say I do feel like it is a little bit more ideal for like drier normal types, but it's just so pretty. I just mattify my skin really well and just deal with it. Okay, I just deal with it. By the way, this foundation actually runs in quite a few shades, so don't be shy. I've already put several of my non-black friends on. That foundation also comes in a stick form, so I'm going to use the shade Black Walnut to contour. And then to highlight under eye, my concealer, I'm going to use my Total Coverage Spot and Scar Eraser in the shade Truly Topaz. This is the most full coverage concealer, like period. Just calling it the main line with all this concealer because I really didn't need it. It's so much easier to take a full coverage concealer and, you know, sheer it down versus like a concealer that doesn't really have that much coverage and you're trying to build it up like, sis, it ain't gonna budge, girl. That's it. Only had $60,000 coverage on this concealer. Stop trying to make it 100,000. Okay, stop. And then I'm going to set under eye with my Sacha Buttercup powder. This is a nice beige tone yellow powder, so it's definitely not one size fits all, but I love it just because it like really goes well with my undertones. I've been eyeing this AJ Crimson powder that looks a lot like the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I got a chance to swatch it yesterday at his event, and I was just like, oh. So I'm gonna need some of that, but I didn't get it in time for this video. Otherwise, I would have been all over it. I'm going to take this dark green eyeshadow we used earlier, again from Colored Rain, in the color Unexpected. And I'm sweeping this along my bottom lash line. The cake is baked, so we're going to wipe all this off. It's really funny when a guy walks in on this stage because he's like not quite sure what's happening, and then you have to explain. It's just, sorry boo. I'm gonna now use the Iman Oil Blotting Powder in the shade Medium, and I'm gonna be using that to blot my face. I'm going to bronze my skin. This is the Mandalay Desk bronzer from Shea Moisture. I've been getting my entire freaking life from this bronzer lately because it runs deep and it's not too like red. So I'm just gonna use, you know, add some more to my face. And now that it's Leo season, I'm really trying to get my glow up on, okay? I have not used this palette in a long time. It's one of my definite oldie but goodie favorites. But this Sacha blush palette right here, okay. So this color right here is like the perfect everyday peachy apricot color. Apricot. I still haven't decided how I want to pronounce that word. I don't know. Anyway, you know what to do. If you have not tried the In Light powders by Danessa Myricks, run, do not walk, run to her website and immediately order a lot, like all of them. But they're just absolutely beautiful. So the shade that I'm going to be using today is Aura of Passion. I do kind of like the matteness of the face in comparison to the high shine on the eyes. So I'm just going to add a teensy bit of this. Oh, I'm dead. Rest in peace. I'm also popping a bit of that into my brow bone. It looks a little green right now because I tried another shadow underneath and I did not like the way it turned out, so disregard the green. For once in my life, I did a glitter look and the glitter is not all over my teeth and my hair and my entire body. Like I feel really accomplished right now. I just want to thank the Academy. Okay, I'm gonna take two Lena Lashes liquid lipsticks. One of them is new. I'm gonna use Orlando. It's just like a dark brown shade, so I'm gonna kind of use that like as a liner. And then I'm going to take Daniel, which is honestly one of my favorite summer colors right now. It's like the perfect peach, and I'm gonna be applying that in the center. I love this applicator because it really lets you get a lot of product on. For fatty fat lip girl like me. Now what are we gonna do about the hair? When you trying to do the Black Beauty Brands Challenge, but all your bundles is from China. You tried it! Eyeshadow time. Y'all know I love me some wraps, girl. And this look was literally designed with this wrap in mind. I ain't done yet though. You think I'm done? You think I'm done, son? But the choker game though, the choker game done shut it down. They done shut it down with the matching choker. I'm not done yet. Matching bandeau top, guys. Ashadara. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm really excited to see how you guys kind of take this and make it your own. And if you have not got a chance to check out the first edition of this video or any of my other like Black History, Black Empowerment videos, please take the time to check them out. And hopefully you guys can introduce us to some new brands that maybe we have been sleeping on too. Thank you for hanging out today, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.